Okay, last two. I know that this is tiring. You're doing a good job. So close, so easy, almost done. How would you feel about having no homework this weekend?
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I need to know from you, because I'm going to make you a video and an assignment on Tuesday when I'm gone. We're at the point when I'm just doing whatever you want to do at this point. I'm going to give you a homework assignment. It's going to be a homework assignment you can finish in class. I'm going to give you at least 4 graphs where I'll be like, hey, graph y equals 8, absolute value, x plus 2, and you're going to go, okay, minus 2, and then it has to be this slope, etc. You'll have to use this to figure it out. What else? You want some f of x problems because you don't remember how to do that, and that's going to be pretty simple. What else would you like from me before the final where you're like, can we just do one example of this because I've forgotten how? We're going to do some graphs. We're going to do some f of x because you need to learn that still. Well, you've learned it. You'll just remember it.
Are we gonna need to use the quad, like, not the quad program, like in our calculators, but have to write it out?
No,
and, like,
you're not going to
stuff?
have to do any programming yourself. Do you want an Xbox problem? Everybody remember how to do that?
Yeah, just factoring in general.
All right, we'll do an Xbox. Maybe I'll throw a couple factoring problems on there. Like maybe one that's just an X, one that's like a takeout, that kind of stuff. What else? PEMDAS? Okay.
I don't remember.
You don't remember PEMDAS?
Well, no. What our like first units even were. Like, whatever those first units probably were, I probably forgot them, but I don't know.
They were like basically reviewing Algebra 2. Let's see, we reviewed Algebra 2, and then we desktop, advanced math.
Are there gonna be some green sheet stuff on there?
Yep.
Probably some green sheet stuff.
You want a green sheet one?
Every single
Okay, so you would like a very, very long assignment?
If it was like 2 problems each thing, well, that's true. 1 problem.
One problem each section or one problem each chapter? Okay, so you're looking at about 30 questions.
Oh, we're chilling, man. That's like a normal time.
This is a,
What?
okay. Do you want stuff from the last chapter? Are we okay there? All the proofwriting, all of the trigs. So, do you want a SOHCAHTOA problem?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'm not reviewing every single thing with you guys when I'm not here, okay? So I'm giving you just like a worksheet here to try. I've got SOHCAHTOA, I've got PEMDAS, I've got green sheet, couple factoring, couple graphs, a little bit of f of x. Do you want one where it's graphing a trig graph?
You should just do all of the hard ones you think that we need to know.
I will when I give you the final.
Oh, well, shoot.
Well, you will have 2 days to work on the test, remember? It's not like you're going to have one day. First day is with your partner, second day is with everybody. I think this is enough of stuff for me to just at least get you going, okay? All right. Last 2 we're doing. We're not going to have any homework because I'm going to be a nice person for once. Square root. Y equals the square root of x. A times the square root of x minus h plus k. I don't know why I put a parentheses there. Did not need that. So sorry.
Does that really matter?
Well, as long as you have another parentheses at the end of it. All right. Anybody know what a square root graph looks like? Emma, do you know? Does it look like? No, it's like a hyperbola. It does approach, kind of approaches 0, I guess you could say. Well, not a square root graph. I think you're thinking about a hyperbola. What is the square root of 0? What's the square root of 1? What's another square root we know?
Nope, 9. 4.
The square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9? 3. Kind of looks like I often think of like a grasshopper kind of springing off. Starts at 0. What's the square root of negative 1? What's the square root of a negative number, guys?
It's like impossible.
It's like impossible. It's an imaginary number, okay? And that's why there's nothing over here. Because you can't graph an imaginary number.
So we like scribble?
No, don't scribble out the graph. It's okay just to have part of the graph empty. All right. K, H, A. K is up and down. H. Left and right, opposite what you think. How about A? If A is greater than 1, it's more narrow, I guess you could say. It's kind of going up faster. If A is less than 1, it's wider. It's kind of laying down closer to the axis. What if A is negative? It is possible.
It flips. Like,
Yeah, so instead of springing up, it's almost like springing below down here. Flips over the x-axis. Remember, I'm not going to test you on all of this. I just want to make sure you have this with you in college. Do you still have this one from last year, Crystal? This packet?
No idea.
Yeah, take it home. All right, I know this is exhausting that you've done this a lot. Keep with it, you're almost done. -8, second square root, x plus 5 on the outside. I'm gonna write -2. What do you guys think is gonna happen? What's the -8 do? Flips it, it's going to go underneath, and it's going to be closer to the y-axis. It's going to be more narrow, right, closer to the y-axis. What's that +5 doing in there? It's going to move it to the left 5, or at least that starting point is going to move to the left 5. Maybe we should write that over here. Starting point, the starting point, kind of the spot where that grasshopper is jumping from. That's what we're moving left and right and up and down. It's also going to move down too. That's confusing, isn't it? Okay, remember it's that starting point. It's where that grasshopper is starting. Do you see that? Wait, it shouldn't be.
why is it in the left? It's impossible.
Because remember it moved left 5?
It was after you solved it. That's how I think of it.
Yeah, like after you plug it in, it will make it positive.
Yeah.
Because if I plugged in -5 under here, -5 plus 5 is 0, so that makes sense. So it's left